Well, the beautiful colors of the bullet butterflies have been replaced by the stunning fall foliage. And as you can see, the fields have all been mowed. But just think, underneath all this dead grass and leaf litter, there are hundreds and hundreds of caterpillars and chrysalis just waiting for the spring when they can again go through their metamorphosis and come out and provide life on these meadows. But you have to remember that meadows are not usually stable ecosystems. Back during colonial times, fire would ravage acres and acres of forest, and that would open up the land to sunlight, and that sunlight would cause grasses and other plants to start to grow. But then bushes and scrubland would start to impede in it, and then the forest would start to come in. And by the time it was done, that meadow would evolve back into a forest. Beaver activity also did the same thing back then. Beaver would move in and dam up a stream, and the flooding would just flood all this acreage of forest. The trees would either die from flooding or they'd be eaten by the beaver. And then, once their food source was gone, the beaver would move on, and their dams would break eventually, and the water would start to shrink back into the stream, and that open area from all the dead trees would become a wet meadow, and then a dry meadow, and then slowly bushes and shrubland would start to impede, and then again the forest would start to close back in and evolve back into a major forest. In recent times, we have really limited forest fires and beaver activity, so meadows like this are not being created as much as they used to be. So a big thanks needs to go to the trustees for managing this area as a habitat for butterflies and also grassland birds. If they didn't mow this in the fall, it would become shrubland and bushes, and then it would start to grow up into the forest. But because they've mowed it, next spring we will have grassland, and we'll have butterflies and bobolinks and other animals that live within a meadow. Also, a shout out to Emmett for his gentle stewardship of this reservation. You know, a lot of our resident and migrant butterflies are in real jeopardy because of habitat loss, but also because of pesticide use. So please stop using pesticides. There are a number of organizations that are working to preserve our butterflies. The Xerces Society, the Save Our Monarchs Society, Mass Audubon, and also the trustees, just to name a few. So that was our show. We hope that you've enjoyed watching the video as much as we enjoyed making it. All summer long, my nature nerd friends and I came up to the Bullet Reservation in the beautiful hills of Ashfield. What we found is that by chasing butterflies all day, our cares and our worries just fell away. So we invite you up to the Bullet Reservation. Come up here someday and go wild. So it's appropriate that our local band, Banish Misfortune, will see us out with a song called Come by the Hills.
Come by the hill to the land where fancy is free, and stand where the peaks meet the sky, the lochs meet the sea, where the rivers run clear, the bracken is gold in the sun, and the cares of tomorrow can wait till this day is done. Come by the hill to the land where life is a song, and sing while the birds fill the air with their tomorrow can wait till this day is done. Come by the hill to the land where the legends remain, where the stories of old fill their hearts and yet come again, where the past has been lost, future is yet to be won, and the cares of tomorrow can wait till this day is done. So come by the hill to the land where fancy is free, and stand where the peaks meet the sky, the lochs meet the sea, where the rivers run clear and the bracken is gold in the sun, and the cares of tomorrow can wait till this day is done, and the cares of tomorrow can wait